Hello everyone, Drew England here from Nine Line Software to present a little configuration video on how to configure CURRI specifically with your 9-line for CUCM solution. So a little bit more about CURRI. When deploying your 9-line for CUCM solution, you need an external call control or an ECC profile to route your patterns. ECCs use the Cisco Unified Routing Rules Interface, otherwise known as CURRI, to facilitate reaching out to third-party or additional routing decisions. And that's very important for your 9-line for CUCM solution since it allows us to properly identify the device name of the phone placing the call to either 933 for testing or 911 for an emergency. So prior to proceeding, you'll need to have successfully added your CUCM cluster to our portal. And to check that, you can log into your 9-line portal at https://portal.9line911.com. And then you can navigate to Management, Systems, and CUCM clusters, which you can see on the screen here. And then once there, you can ensure you have a cluster in a healthy state, which we have highlighted here in green. So additionally, CURRI is going to require that your CUCM server be configured for DNS resolution and can also reach out to https://calling.9line911.com, either via HTTP or HTTPS. So then we're going to show you how to obtain the CURRI URL. So what you want to do is navigate to Management, Systems, CUCM Clusters, and then click on the cosmetic name or CUCM cluster entry. On that page, you're going to scroll down and select the label Call Control, and this is going to be the location of your organization's customized external call control URL. Use the copy button to the right of the URL and then proceed to the CUCM administrative interface. So now we're going to configure the ECC profile, and once there, proceed to Call Routing, External Call Control Profile, and then click Add New. Give that profile a name and then paste the URL into the primary service field. Set the routing request timer to 3000. That's going to allow 3 seconds for communication to proceed when making a routing decision. Most requests are handled in well under a second. However, to ensure the best possible chance for successfully routing a device name, this is the recommended value, even though, as I just mentioned, those requests are going to be handled in well under a second. You can ignore the diversion rerouting CSS and then make sure a call treatment on failures is set to allow calls. This ensures that even if the CUCM can't reach our service, all 933 and 911 calls will still proceed. After that, click Save. So now we're going to configure the route pattern. This ECC profile is assigned to the route pattern level. Navigate to Call Routing, Route/Hunt, Route Pattern, and find your 933 test call route pattern. Open the route pattern and scroll down slightly. You will see an external call control profile as an option. Click the drop-down menu and then choose the profile you just created. Before clicking Save, ensure that Use Calling Party's external phone number mask is not checked, as well as Calling Party Transform mask is empty. Once ready, click Save. So now you're ready to place a 933 test call to confirm operation of route pattern and sending of calls to 9-line for purposes of identifying a device and assigning a dispatchable location. You'll see here in a little bit the 933 call is proceeding and the dispatchable address is being read along with a 9-line DID, pooling DID.
You have reached the 911 address verification service. You are calling from your 911 address is
4220 Duncan Avenue, 2nd floor, St. Louis, Missouri, 63110-1108 US.
Your 911 service is active.
So now let's confirm the device name assignment in the call log. And to confirm this in the 9-line portal, let's navigate to Call Logs and find a call placed before the addition of the 9-line CURRI ECC profile. As you can see in the SIP invite in the from header, the information presented just relates to the calling party number. Now let's take a look at the call we just placed. As you can see in the SIP invite in the from header, the information presented shows the device name, which then lets us identify which phone is calling regardless of shared line appearances. You can also note that this information can be gathered from the contact and P asserted identity fields. So now we'll look at some troubleshooting methods in case any of the previous steps were not successful for you. So first thing you can try is confirm the CUCM DNS is configured by running the show network ethos search primary from the CLI. If there are no DNS servers present, this will need to be resolved in a maintenance window. And then you can see Cisco documentation or your preferred Cisco partner for more detailed on the implications of adding DNS in your CUCM environment. Another thing you can try is if the DNS servers are present, ensure they can resolve the host by running the utils network host calling.99911.com. And then also note our IPs are dynamically served from Cloudflare and will be different than what's represented in this video. If all that's operational, try running the utils network connectivity calling.99911.com and then add 443 after that as well. It's important to note that this test does not test the certificate and the SSL connection or TLS connection, but it does show that we can at least get out on port 443 and connect. So we'll look at some traces as well, and in order to enable traces that would help Nineline troubleshoot any issues that may be occurring with the CURRI service for the ECC profiles, go to Serviceability, and in the Call Manager service, ensure that your trace levels are set to detailed. And if you have multiple nodes in your cluster, apply this setting so that all nodes are at the detailed level, because all the nodes that are running the Call Manager service will be talking to CURRI endpoint at Nineline. And we'll need the call logs from all those servers that are running the Call Manager service, and then we can see here that the Call Manager service is active on this node. Next, we need to ensure that the debug levels are set to external call control service, and then again, if you have multiple nodes in your cluster, apply that to all nodes. Next thing you need to try is to delete the CURRI configuration or ECC profile that you created in Call Manager, and then put it back in so that it will attempt to reconnect and capture what's going wrong with it. Then you need to let it run for 10 minutes before you collect the log files from Call Manager and then send them to us and open up a case. And when you collect the call logs from Call Manager, you'll need to use real-time monitoring tool to collect the Call Manager service logs. All right, that's going to do it for this CURRI educational video on deploying Nineline for your CUCM solution. If there's any questions surrounding this and any part of configuring your Nineline for CUCM solution or CURRI, don't be afraid to reach out to us. You can visit our website, that's 99911.com. For existing customers as well, you can always contact support, and then you can also reach us via our Zendesk portal and fill out a ticket there as well if there's any issues that arise. So thanks everyone, appreciate the time.